As a primary school, one of our key areas of focus was how to engage all learners from the age of 4 up to the age of 11.
We're also very interested in looking at what we were going to teach. We knew that English and maths would be key areas of the curriculum that we needed to focus on, but alongside those we wanted to make sure that we delivered the broad and balanced curriculum that all our children enjoy.
Achieving a balance between structure and flexibility was core to what we designed. We encouraged children to be independent as possible, to free up parents who were also working from home.
Supporting the teachers was also very important for us. We needed to make sure that we didn't increase their workload.
Key to everything we did was focusing on everyone's well-being and maintaining a sense of school community.
For remote learning, we designed a new timetable. Each day was structured around 3 main face-to-face contact points, which was the same for all year groups.
Each morning we had a Let's Get Active physical activity for all children.
English and maths were all taught via Zoom. We put together class teams to ensure a ratio of 1 to 6, teachers working in breakout rooms, often as a carousel in Key Stage 1.
As well as live sessions, we had many lessons which were delivered using Frog. To support children with this learning, we offered drop-in sessions on Zoom with either the class teacher or assistant.
We also timetabled whole school wellbeing sessions, clubs and assemblies.
We decided to build our remote learning using Frog as staff, pupils and parents were already familiar with the platform, and it enabled us to be bold in our offering. We created a new virtually Finton area which sat alongside existing sites.
Clicking on the virtually Finton tile opens up the class timetable pages. First, a landing page with a daily message from the head and key general links. Each evening, the date was shown for the following day to allow pupils and parents to look ahead.
Clicking on the date opens up the interactive timetable with all the links to Zoom and Frog sites that were needed for that day. There's also a shared folder for resources that required printing and a link to the e-portfolios.
The page also listed any additional equipment to have ready. We also used the widget rules so that extra one-to-one support lessons were only visible to those involved.
Clicking on a subject link takes you to the subject site, automatically opening up on the most recent page. The menu on the left is either weekly or daily, depending upon the subject.
Teachers were given freedom to create content suitable for the children's age and based on their own teaching style. This included videos, pre-recorded lessons, forms, polls, walls, quizzes, PDFs, external links, etc.
E-portfolios were introduced to enable children to share their work with teachers. Feedback was given using the timeline, and we even introduced special headmasters stickers.
On our e-portfolio, children clicked on a button to notify a teacher that work had been uploaded. This automatically placed the work in the teacher's virtual marking box.
To enable us to promote a sense of community and to share and celebrate work more widely, we created gallery sites visible to all staff, pupils and parents.
At Finton, our extracurricular provision is outstanding, and we felt it was important for the children's well-being to maintain this during lockdown. Each week there were new clubs on offer, and throughout the term the club's pages were visited over 16,000 times.
Each week finished with a pre-recorded assembly which focused on celebrating the staff and children's work, as well as injecting an important element of fun.
Did you just see that?